Welcome to another episode of the Untold Stories. Remember, if you are listening to the right stories, then you are listening to the Untold Stories. Generally in life, we tend to look for big people for lessons on how to get better and how to improve. We are always keen to learn the secrets of success, but we forget that sometimes the biggest lessons in life can come from the smallest things around us. Take ants for an example. Rohn, one of the greatest motivational guru, developed what he called the ants philosophy. He identified 4 key lessons from the behavior of ants that can help us lead better lives. Rohn is no more, but his story continues to inspire many. So before we begin, let me ask a few questions to you. When was the last time you saw ants reach an obstacle and give up with their heads down and head back to the ant hole to relax? Never. Here is another question. How much will an ant gather during the summer to prepare for the winter? And the answer is all that it possibly can. Imagine what you could accomplish if you never quit and always did all that you could do. I think everybody should study ants and their philosophy. It is simple, but it is powerful. Ants never quit. This is the first lesson. If ants are headed somewhere and you try to stop them, they will look for another way. They will climb over, they will climb under, or they will climb around. They keep looking for another way. Unlike humans, they don't get discouraged and waste time thinking about what to do next. They won't have self-doubt. No thinking, just action. No matter what obstacle come across the way, it never stops. So this is the first lesson. Never quit. When ants don't quit, then do we have the right to quit? If a small ant never tries to give up, then why you should give up? You might feel the world is against you, the society is against you, and that is okay. But you are a human being, the greatest of all the creations of God. You can also climb over, or climb under, or climb around. Change the path if you need to, but you must not quit to your destination. You must not give up on your dreams. It is okay to fail, but keep on moving. Keep on doing. Be the seed that can germinate from anywhere. And don't think negatively. Think positive. Put your efforts. Plan yourself what you can do and just go and do it. And never quit in your life, just like ants. Ants think winter all summer. That is the second lesson and an important perspective. You can't be so naive as to think summer will last forever. So ants are gathering their winter food in the middle of this summer. There is an ancient story which says, don't build your houses on the sand in the summer. Why do we need that advice? Because it is important to be realistic. In the summer, you have got to think about storms. Think ahead. They think about winter throughout the summer and work to accumulate and gather as much as possible, knowing very well they cannot work in winter. The ants have forecasted about the winter. They know something might go wrong. They know what can be the challenges. They know they won't find much food in winter. And most importantly, they don't want to rely on the future. They want to do tomorrow's work today itself. They don't procrastinate. We humans have a tendency to procrastinate. We delay things. We think we have time. And in the process, we end up paying huge prices most of the time. So the second important lesson is that we must learn to think about winter all summer. Ants think summer all winter. This is the third lesson. During the winter, ants remind themselves this won't last long and we will soon be out of here. And the first warm day, the ants are out. If it turns cold again, they will dive back down. But then they come out the first warm day. They can't wait to get out. And this is something we need to learn and understand. Winter here resembles the tough times that we get in our life, the darkest hour that we encounter. Sometimes we feel this is the end of life, end of the opportunity, end of the world. But the fact is that even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise again. Be positive, have patience, and work on the opportunities. Be optimistic. The moment you get the opportunity, take initiative. Don't waste time. Act now. Do it now. And the last and the most important lessons that we can learn from ants is, ants think all you possibly can. How much will an ant gather during the summer to prepare for the winter? And the answer is all that he possibly can. They don't have quotas or good enough philosophies. They don't gather a certain amount and then head back to the hole to hang out. If an ant can do more, it does. It works as much as it can. They don't believe in the philosophy of being content. Work, work, and only work is the only philosophy they follow. Apart from the 4 important lessons, never quit. Think winter all summer. Think summer all winter, and all you possibly can. There are a few other lessons that ants teach us. Discipline, helping each other, strong determination, and strong willpower. So friends, never give up. Look ahead, stay positive, and do all you can. Remember, if you are listening to the right stories, then you are listening to the Untold Stories. And if this episode has matched your wavelength, then share it with people who need it. And just in case you have the time, then you must listen to my previous episode, Hopeless End or Endless Hope, where I talked about the power of belief. That's all from this episode. Remember friends, you too have untold stories to tell which can make a difference in someone's life, because certain untold stories are born out of certain lives and certain lives are born out of certain untold stories.